He's gonna show you eggs or anything else. Ask him about questions now, because the next people that open a hive are gonna be y'all. He's gonna stand there with his hands in his pocket, and that's on you. All right.
All right.
We all need our smokers going?
Yep.
Don't go in without your smoker.
They went out while we were sitting
Well, y'all didn't do a very good job of
there.
lighting
No,
them,
we
did
didn't.
you?
I did.
Smoker, but see,
Well,
mine's
he's got
still
one going.
Smoker's blaring. So they say don't stand in front of the hive. That's a flight path generally. So I usually go to the side or the back. Give it a little puff down here. And I have an upper entrance on mine, a little notch, so I give it a puff up there, but that's optional. So it doesn't take a whole lot. I don't know if you got screen down here solid.
Yeah, screen.
You can smoke it from underneath like that. That's probably enough. I don't know what you got going here, but I'm gonna set this off.
Bill, are you feeding all your bees or
These
or
dudes,
anybody?
yeah.
I'm gonna just set
We
this.
used to let everybody go through 20 or 30 different hives, just like this, but there's not enough food here to run my breeding yard and 20 or 30 hives.
But if you had just a regular hive, you would be feeding it now too.
Not right now, because once you see the, what's that stuff? No, the wild cherry starting to blame.
Yeah.
That means you're going to, hunting season just about to start. That I just put on last night.
I see that.
But you'll notice down into here, you see the blackberry starting to bloom. So when that's, pretty much you don't want to feed after that.
Okay.
Because none of this is going to be used for consumption.
Right.
It's going to be for the bees.
Yeah.
Once I get into where there's bees, I like to just want a little bee, for lack of a better word, just a little puff right there. Let them know I'm coming. And that shows them right out. I like a J-hook. It's just easier. Stick it in there and rise it up like that. Always start on the edge. Perfectly close to you. Go real slow. You don't know where the queen is. She might be over here. Probably not, but she might be.
Could be on that side.
She could be anywhere. Generally,
Why do you
she's.
start on the edge?
What's that?
Why do you start on the edge?
Well, because it's closest to me for one, because the queen's most likely in the center laying eggs. Most likely, but she's free to roam. She's allowed to be anywhere. So I start right here where I can reach it, and I work my way across. And that might need a little more smoke.
This is not a very good day to work the bees because of the wind and
It's
all.
hard to control your smoke on a windy day, so it's going that way. So you start over here. But so you want to look. Like I said, the outer frame should be food. Normally you'll have nectar and or pollen on the outer frames, and the brood will be in the center. That's why I said the queen's most likely here laying eggs, because that's what she does. But she can come over here and get something to eat if she wants to, but probably not. But I have seen her. I have seen them against the wall. I have seen them on the inside of the lid when you take the lid off. So she could be anywhere. So what you're looking for here on this first frame is usually I look to see if they have food. So you see all this is nectar. That's fresh nectar. It'll soon be dried and capped as honey. And then that's a little bits of pollen in there. That shiny liquid. Yeah, it's on its way to being honey. It may already be honey, but it's not capped yet.
Gotcha. And the yellow is next.
The yellow is pollen. Yeah, we'll see more of that on the next frame probably. Now, everybody works them different. I like to set this first one out of my way, give myself room to work. You can just put it anywhere. You can set it like that, it'll be fine. And then go in the next one. Normally I set mine right here, but it works for you. So main thing is when you take this out, you want to pull it out and up, slow and easy. You don't want to drag it straight up because you'll roll the queen. If she happens to be on there, you roll her, you mash her abdomen, she's not laying any more eggs. So always, when you get it unstuck, pull it out and pull it up slowly. Everything's slow. As long as you move slow, the bees don't even see this. They don't even see it. But if you do that, they're liable to, they'll chase it, hit it, maybe sting it, but probably not. But move slow, they don't even see it. They don't pay attention to it. So it's all slow and easy. So this, they're working it. They're going to use this as a food frame too, it looks like.
Is that bird comb on the bottom there?
Yeah,
You take that off or do you?
I don't. They'll just put it at. I mean, you can if you got that much time to waste, but you risk mashing bees and mashing queens and aggravating them and getting stung and all that stuff. So I just leave it alone. I used to clean everything when I first started. I clean everything. I scrape everything down. I just didn't like it there, and the next time I come, they put it right back where it was. So figured that's where they wanted it. That's why they put it there.
Mine started drawing on the bottom like that is. And I mean, it got like this thick, all the way down to the screen. And they were laying eggs in there. The drones.
Yeah. So you got that much room on the bottom. I like mine tighter.
How do you get it tighter?
You can use a 3/8 bottom board instead of a 3/4
Okay.
with a 3/8 gap, and
Okay.
that puts it closer down, and they're less apt to draw bird comb.
Gotcha.
If the frames come almost to the bottom,
Okay.
then they're less likely. The more room you give them, the more they're
Right.
gonna put it everywhere they can. And this right here helps a lot with the bird comb, drone comb. This is a drone board. The cells on here are larger because the drones take a larger cell. You see how big those are?
Yeah.
I like to have one of those, at least one of those, in every hive. That keeps them from putting drone comb every which way.
Okay.
Because without that, they're gonna put it wherever they can.
I remember hearing that.
So, but if you'll give them somewhere to put it, they'll usually run a neater house and put it right there. They take your suggestion and put it right there. So this is the second one in. It's pretty much like the first one, only not. It's about the same. It's a food. Yeah, it's a food frame. It's going to be a food frame. They're working on it. They're putting nectar and pollen. So like I said, when you get toward the center, you be a little more careful. This is the dead center, I guess. So we'll see what we have. Pull it over, pull it up, slow. Minimal disturbance. Okay, I see a couple eggs on this one. Let's see if we can find Mama. She's probably, as long as we're taking and dilly-dallying, dabbling, and all the light we're letting in, she's probably moved to the bottom box. She's probably in the bottom center, but you never know. It depends on how comfortable she is. A new queen is more skittish; they'll run down right away. Yeah. And this is, being as this is a split, I'm guessing it's brand new queen, so she's probably in the bottom. But you can't always just go on that assumption. She's liable to be. And you can blow on them, and they'll move right out of the way. These are nurse bees; they're very gentle. I mean, you can lay your hand on them like that. See, they don't care.
They used to have everything crawl over them anyway.
Yeah, these bees are brand new. They may not even know how to sting. I mean, they probably could if you mashed them and forced them to.
Yeah, when they first come out, the stingers are soft.
That's not really their job. Their job is to feed the young ones coming up right after them. So that's all they do really is feed the brood, keep the eggs warm. And the ones that most likely sting you are these out front. Probably shouldn't stand. Yeah, you probably shouldn't stand it.
The guard bees.
The foragers and the guard bees they're fully mature bees. These are the most immature. These are young ones.
They aren't playing yet.
And yeah, they may have not even flown. So they just hover on the comb, keep it warm. We're going in it. There's not a whole lot of eggs on that yet. Stuff. You can use this end of the hive and prod it this way if you want to, but I like this and just kind of pick up on it a little bit, especially with older equipment. It tends to be stuff. Yeah, this is brand new. It's easy to see eggs if you get through. Okay, we got something to look at on this one. There's Mama. There's Mama. No, she's here. She's got a dot on her.
Oh, okay.
See her? So we want to be careful of her. Keep an eye on her.
Oh, sorry. Thank
If
you.
you look in here, you can see larvae. Can you see larvae down in there? Here's Mama. She's young. Small. She's not super nervous. She's pretty cool.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
I think
They're your bees. You can do whatever
Red.
you want.
Yeah.
I think red's the color this year.
If you're selling them commercially, you're supposed to go with the color. Bill has his own system.
I think it's great.
Has everybody
Yeah.
seen the larva, the brood? You see it down in there? And then you get it in the sun, it's easier. Everybody
Pretty
sees.
clean.
Yeah, that's your drone.
That's your drone brood they got going
See, he
on.
just put this in there. So before that was in there, they're gonna put it wherever they can. Yeah, it's good.
So would you leave that on the bottom, the comb, where the
I would, especially when I clean on this frame.
where the all that's at? Oh, yeah,
Because
true.
they're gonna take care of
Yeah.
that pretty quick.
Yeah,
Okay.
if my queen wasn't on here, it depends how I feel. I might just, it depends on what I'm doing.
Yeah.
If I'm hunting something in particular, I might shake all these bees off. And if
It's
I'm
not
trying
really
to-
hurting anything
You already, you basically destroyed it when you ripped it up, but
though.
Yeah, once you break the cell open, they're gonna take the larva out and dump it.
here's mama over here. So, I'm trying to see eggs. There's eggs over here. No, mama. So she started laying here and then she went that way. She laid over here a few days ago. There's also eggs here. There's eggs on both corners. Everybody's seen eggs. Can you see them? Can you see them? They're easy to see on this frame with the black and the white. You see the tiny little white specks down in there?
Just a little piece of sand or a little piece of rice, miniature rice.
Can you see it? You gotta get the light just right and the angle just right. These pretty easy to see right here on this side. Where the sun's hitting them. You see them? The cells are slightly angled up, like frames and everything like that. They don't come out exactly straight. They come out at an angle like that. So you got it's all about getting your angle just right and getting the sunlight in there just right. But that's your queen. This is where she's working. These are freshly laid eggs. Not real fresh because they're laying down. On day one, egg's standing up straight. On day two, it's laying over 45. On day three, it's laying down flat. And then it becomes larva.
It
Turtles.
takes, is it 20 days? Time to hatch out? I can't remember. How many days?
Remember 3, 6, 12.
3, 6,
3, 6, 12. 3 days is an egg, 6 is a larva, 12 is a pupa. 3, 6, 12.
And then they come crawling out.
Thank you.
So after 12.
I just made that up.
up.
Good though. So anyway, mama's on this frame. You're gonna be real careful. Put her back in there real gently, and then slide her up where she goes. Don't want to mash her. And just put it all back together. You can look at that frame if you want to. It's probably a little nectar and pollen. Food frames generally on the wall. Group frames generally in the middle. That's how you want to see it anyway.
So on those middle frames, you should not see the nectar.
That's what she said. If you see nectar in the center, you probably need another box.
The end of the box, we're running out of
They're
space.
crowded.
Okay.
See, this one is almost full. Well, not really, but it's filling up. This one, they still have a little bit of room to put nectar. And there was no nectar on either one of these two.
Okay.
So it was just. So, then I put that back in there, slow and easy.
Did you find some drones on that one? Did you see before?
There's
Yes.
a drum on the bottom of one of these. Before you gave me somewhere to put, they put
Let me.
Did you want to look at it?
Yeah.
I busted them open when I pulled it out. Oh, you looking for a drone? I thought you meant drone phone. You gonna watch one?
I'm gonna let you learn how to mark it. There. Basically what you want to do is get comfortable marking a queen. And the way you do that is to mark drones. So you get a marking pen, I'll let you have one of these if you want to try it. Grab a drone, they're the big ones, because they can't sting. So since they can't sting, you're more apt to be able to use your hands. So what you do is grab him up by the wings, or her by the wings, and grab him by 3 legs. If you put them down, you put them right next to your fingers, and the first thing they'll do is grab hold of something. And then once you got them, you got them.
So you've got it by the leg.
Then you just take it out, put a little dot on